Sisters, comrades, and friends. My name is Julie Enszer, and it is the end of July, and I am coming to you with a brief video to announce and share my excitement about the 2023-2024 season of events that Sinister Wisdom has planned. We have over a dozen fabulous events already on the schedule that I'm going to tell you about very quickly so that I can convey my excitement about these events and encourage you to mark your calendar, register on Zoom, and plan to join us for these events. We begin our season with a moment, a brief event, briefer than our usual ones, but an event to really honor and remember Alana Dykewoman, who on August 7th of 2023, it will be a full year from the day that she died. So we'll be doing an event that night at 7 p.m. on her yahrzeit, sharing a reading that Alana did in 1998. And saying a brief feminist Kaddish led by Tova Stabin for Alana. It should be a lovely event to really mark and remember Alana's incredible work and legacy. On October 29th at 7 o'clock East Coast time, we'll be celebrating the release of Fire-Rimmed Eden by Lynn Lonadier. Here's my copy of it. We have a great list of readers who are going to be sharing work and talking about Lynn Lonadier. We'll be joined by Kim Shuck, Judy Grahn, Stephanie Young, Rachel Levitsky, and me to talk about this incredible book and Lonadier's work. On September 12th, we're doing a fabulous event. I've been calling it a mosh pit. I read Mered Sullivan's book, Lesbian Death, when it first came out last year, and I loved it. And I think it's a really vibrant conversation for thinking about lesbian feminism, the institutions of lesbian feminism, and our communities. So I've invited just a mass of people to come and talk about that book with Mered Sullivan on September 12th at 7 p.m. We're calling it Lesbian Death, Intergenerational Provocations, and I hope you'll join us for that conversation. On September 21st, we are doing another memorial for the beloved Anita Cornwell, Black feminist, lesbian, essayist, journalist, poet, author, and cultural worker. Brianna Simone Jones, a member of the Sinister Wisdom Board of Directors, is convening this, and it's going to be a really beautiful evening to remember and celebrate Anita Cornwell. On October 3rd, we're continuing our publishing series and doing an event on Black lesbian publishing during the 1970s, 80s, and 90s. Again, this will be moderated by Brianna Simone Jones, and Cheryl Clark is confirmed to participate, and we have a number of other people invited. I think this is going to be a really incredible, special evening. October 17th, we launched the fall issue of Sinister Wisdom 130. The subtitle is We Teach Sex to Everyone. This is my 50th issue that I've published as editor of Sinister Wisdom, and it's a fantastic one. I'm thrilled about it. Guest editors Christy Lynn Ballooney and July Westhale and a gathering of contributors will read from the issue and will celebrate its entry into the world. 2 weeks after that, on October 24th, or actually 1 week after that, on October 24th, we're going to launch our fabulous 2024 calendar. It's titled Radical Creativity and was curated by Belle Pitkin. So we'll have a beautiful evening to celebrate that, October 24th at 7 p.m. East Coast time. We just sent Sinister Wisdom 130 to the printer earlier this week. Next week, we'll be sending the calendar. So it's so exciting to think about these objects coming into the world and reaching you all. We are doing another live in-person event at the San Francisco Public Library on November 9th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. At the library, there'll be a special reading from Sinister Wisdom 130, We Teach Sex to Everyone. If you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, please mark your calendar and join us. On Tuesday, November 14th, we're doing another book event with a book that I also read and just loved. It's called Matchmaking in the Archives, and it was edited and written by E.G. Crichton. It's a fantastic book that documents E.G.'s archival work at the GLBT Historical Society in San Francisco, and we'll be having a lovely panel talking about that work. On November 28th, their last event of 2023 will be the launch of The Highest Apple, the reprint of Judy Grant's marvelous book, The Highest Apple, subtitled Sappho and the Lesbian Poetic Tradition. We have a new edition coming out that we'll be sharing with all Sinister Wisdom subscribers and celebrating this book with Judy on November 28th. You have the month of December off. I hope you'll take a little bit of your free time and make a year-end contribution to Sinister Wisdom to support our work, not only the publishing of the journal, but also the events that we're doing. Very quickly, what we have planned for 2024. In January, we'll launch Sinister Wisdom 130, which is an incredible history of the pagoda written by Rose Norman. The pagoda in St. Augustine, Florida, has a storied lesbian feminist community, and Rose tells many of the stories in this incredible book. I'm excited to share it with you, and we'll celebrate it on January 23rd at 7 p.m. On February 6th, in conjunction with Rose, who's done so many oral histories, and oral histories are an important part of the Pagoda book, we'll talk about how oral histories preserve lesbian stories with a panel that includes Kathleen Rhodes from Old Dominion University, who's working on the Tidewater, Virginia Queer History Project, Shanta Smith-Cruz from the Lesbian Herstory Archives, and Alex Ketchum and Crew Mikado. This panel of 4 women are all going to talk about their work in oral histories and how local projects build lesbian communities. On February 20th, we'll do another Pagoda event called Pagoda Memories on Film, which will include Emily Green, who has filmed from Pagoda, and Sharon Thompson, curator of the Lesbian Home Movie Project. It's going to be a great evening to talk about and think about film projects as a part of lesbian life and lesbian archives. On March 5th will be our second publishing event. This one is titled Getting the Word Out, Lesbian Feminists Promoting and Distributing Women's Books. We'll be talking with Carol CJ, Helene Harris, and Sarah from Karis Books and More, among other panelists that have been invited to this incredible event. It'll be a lovely evening to think about the publishing work of the women in print movement. The final event that we have scheduled now in our series is the launch of Sinister Wisdom 132. The subtitle of this issue is, How Can a Woman Who is with a Trans Man Call Herself a Lesbian? Allison Blevins has curated this issue. It's fantastic. It includes new work by Minnie Bruce Pratt, now of blessed memory, and Kimberly Dark, among many other authors that I think you'll really enjoy. And it explores the intersecting and interdependent lives of lesbians and trans people. Now, we are continuing the Sinister Wisdom Book Club. We'll be doing a separate video announcing that in the next couple of weeks. And as always, I'm working on a few surprise events. So please do subscribe to our email lists. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And subscribe to the journal to be sure to get all of the updates and be a part of our community and the many conversations that we're having. Zoom links for all of these events are now up at sinisterwisdom.org/events. Please register today, and thank you to everyone for all that you do to support lesbians, lesbian literature, and lesbian culture. I'm grateful, and I'm so happy to be able to do this Sinister Wisdom work at this time.